Hello everyone, Meeman here bringing you some Brawlhalla action, and today is a bit of a different video. I just participated in the Brawls Retro Rumble tournament just earlier, and I got 5th place. Not great, but not bad. I mean, you need to be at least 3rd place to get prizes, but getting top 8 gives you the avatar, but anyways. Okay, this is where things get interesting. We are now in the tournament placings. This is top 8 right now. Winner's top 8 side. And I'm up against Zen is 1600, and Zen is a good player. I'm pretty sure he's managed to hit Valhallen for sure, right? And most of the time he beats me in tournaments, so this was a major upset, and I'm all for it.
3, 2.
So yeah, and people have apparently been making a meme about me being able to be in top 8. But if it happens, it happens, right? I think the main defining factor for me to succeed in this upset win against Zen is 1600 because I just have high movement speed with Hattori, so I can reposition better. Because the other times when I was playing like the Mirage Mirror against him, or when I'm playing Scarlet, my movement is less speedy and snappy, so it's probably easier for him to catch my landings. And I take it Zen is not wanting to do the Spear Ditto. I don't think this is top 8 because it's best of 3 still. So this is the fight to get into top 8, I believe.
Victory!
Alright. Taking first game.
2, 1,
we're back at Demon Island, same legend choices. Zen is on tournament game right now. At least for winner's side. Zen is honestly doing a good job reading me on sight, so that's my biggest concern. Insane read from Zen. I think I think he was in recovery frames, that's why he didn't have a dodge, right? Okay, that was an insane mix-up right there. Mix-up slash read. Like, I hard read that gravity cancel neutral light. That's really nutty. And I think that read into kill kind of broke Zen's mental for a bit here. And I have a... This could turn into a 3-stock if things don't turn around. Oh. Okay. Zen really needs to get those reads going and maybe even secure 0 to death if he wants a chance at this. And GC Sword for the win. Now that I've secured my top 8 placement in the Beer Brawls Retro Rumble tournament, a bit of a long wait, but our biggest roadblock ever, Moni Hala, keeps us from getting into winner's final. And as we know, Moni Hala usually destroys me in ranked. But this is best of 5 now, since it's top 8 winners. So yeah, let's get to the grueling business.
3, 2,
Moni Hala opted
1,
for
brawl.
Mako instead of a Mugi against me. I think it's probably because Moni Hala is aware that I'm really vulnerable to heavy string read weapons. Epic lightsaber battle ensues. And my sword is actually putting in more work than my spear against Moni Hala. We managed to get a very slight lead against Moni Hala, but once he had the guitars, it was almost over. Moni Hala going deep for that. Yeah, he's opting to guitars. I got greedy and went for a side light when he's not even grounded. Insane read by Moni Hala. That's the crazy thing about guitars. All you need is one solid read, and that can give you a sizable lead just like that. Dropping that Sarah might have been a fatal mistake. Back on the sword. Sword actually had the best chance up against Moni Hala, so that's why I'm ditching my main weapon spear for sword. Yeah. Didn't follow up after that D-light on sword. bad lance reflex. Okay, game 2 against Monihala in top 8 of Bearded Brawls Retro Rumble. Monihala's just being a Chad and not even needing Greatsword at this point. He's like, we can just outread Miyumin, so that's what I'll do, right? Why settle on a lower frame data weapon like Greatsword when you can get quicker weapons that can just read and destroy me? Not minding to have sword at all. I stick to sword for this to try to get a lead in damage at least. I can't tell if Monihala saw my GC side sig coming, like if he predicted it or if he just has godlike reflexes. But that was rather brazen of me to try that against a literal pro, though. If that platform wasn't there, man. I was actually trying to bait with that neutral sig, though. Yeah. My instincts told me to stick with sword, but my mind is telling me to choose spear just to have an easier time building up damage, and I guess I paid for that. Yeah, nice bait, but too bad that dare didn't hit. And I dropped an epic read that could have evened up the odds. That's gonna haunt me that's gonna haunt me for the longest time. Dropping the D-Light when it actually matters. When you have their dodge too. And what the heck was that active frame missing? I mean, I'm literally on the razor's edge, so there's not too much I can do besides trying to play it safe. But that only worked for so far, right? Okay. Final game. Monihala sweeps me easily in a 3-0. But Monihala decided to go absolute sicko mode and try to outplay Zen at 1600 by playing Mirage against me. Like, he makes Zen look like an amateur at this point. But I decided to opt for Roland's because I wanted to be able to survive in case if he landed some good reads on me with defense. But that was some misinput because I wanted to do down 6, so I got hit by a free read on his part. Or dodge punish, not read. Ground pound losing to recovery is fun. See, that's what happens. I learned a lot from this game right now. Like, when you don't have your legend warmed up, it's gonna be rather painful. I didn't have Roland warmed up at all. I was playing Hattori all day in the tournament. Monihala chose to wake up to avoid the sidelight read I usually go for. Nice juggle. Bad time to get disarmed, but it's fine because we get sword. Yeah, like, you see a recurring theme here. I managed to get Monihala down to his last stock every game, but I just can't make much progress after that. Like, I don't have the clutch ability that I do in my other YouTube videos that you see me play against, like, Valhounds and Diamonds. Because Monihala's a pro. Like, pros are just a different breed than just your average ranked demon. We get sent down to losers top 8. And what do you know? We're up against our old nemesis, Zinker. Zinker's game proceeds to wreck us just like Monihala did, but we put up a valiant fight because it's time for the master of the blade, Zinker, to face off against me, the fledgling of the lightsaber. And of course, Zinker spawns with swords, so we're in for a rough time. After taking me for a ride all over, I'm actually surprised that Zinker is putting up more of a fight than Monihala. Like, Boomy is not kidding when Zinker is the so-called savior of NA in his opinion. And you know what the craziest part? The craziest part is Shade managed to beat both Monihala and Zinker in losers to go into grand final against Balloon Boy in this tournament. So that's some crazy lore that's happening as we speak. I managed to even the stocks against Zinker using sword, which is honestly pretty peak of my sword gameplay, to be honest. Pulling off sword shenanigans against Zinker is unheard of. But Zinker's no slouch on the bow either, and that's why Zinker's so scary to fight. Like, Zinker, he has no issues being stuck with any weapon. And on top of that, Zinker also plays Hattori quite often in ranked when he's bored of Koji. So that's playing against me too, because he has the familiarity too. Like, look at that, downline into ground pound. I can't do that for the love of it. Okay, that landing is actually kind of funny. Sword down sig on Zinker, man. Yeah, solid 2 stock from Zinker. So I realized that my best chance to deal with Zinker's insane frame data with his weapons is just to stick to sword and find something that works. Surprisingly, I've taken off games with Zinker from using weapons like Katars. But I decided to opt for Ezio because I figured an orb has some good disjoint, so maybe that could help. And to be fair, it did help. But Zinker's like a dark horse kind of pro. He knows how to adapt, but he's just not as mainstream as the other pros. And also, Zinker's juggle game with sword is unparalleled. That sword delay reaching is crazy work. See, look at that juggle game. Spotless. Curse my scythe and lance reflexes to just sideline and do nothing in hopes of getting an extended read. Yeah, orb was only a superficial choice because once I couldn't space out with dare, it was pretty much over, right? Zinker 2-stocks me again. Performing better than Monihala. Insane work, right? Okay, final game of my tournament set. My tournament hopes is on the line here. If I lose this, I'm out of the tournament. I decided to lock in a Surrey because Katars might be my saving grace, but we'll have to go for it. Putting all the chips on the line, I lock in a Surrey and proceed to have a sword ditto. Insane dodge from Zinker. Holy cow. We finally get a lead. Unheard of, right? I stick to Katars because I know Katars might be Zinker's closest thing to a silver bullet in this case. Because my Mako is actually taking games off of Zinker in ranked. By the way, the main reason I'm uploading my tournament run POV is because Slow Motion was kind of ill with a fever, so he was not able to stream this tournament. So I also was spectating the winner's final game, which was against Monihala and Balloon Boy. So I'll probably make that in a separate video, so that we can get some coverage. And I guess it doesn't hurt for me to get some casting practice while I'm at it. I should have neutralized. What was I thinking?
Good game.
And Zinker maintains his reputation as the master of the blades, who's stocking me all 3 games in the Retro Rumble Bearded Brawls Tournament Losers Run. Hope you guys enjoyed my POV of the Bearded Brawls Retro Rumble Tournament that happened today on August 10th, 2025. If we get enough demand, or if I just feel like it, I'm going to upload the set between winners finals where Moni Hala squares off against Balloon Boy in the event. But spoiler alert, Balloon Boy is too goated. Anyways, hope you guys have a good one and stay posted. I'm gonna be putting some shorts of some epic highlights of random stuff. Well, yeah. Peace.